Get to maps in under 5 hours with this levelling gear, and that's even if you're not a speedrunner. Hello friends and exiles, you're watching Altec 2K Gaming. Let me know what your favourite piece of levelling gear is in the comments below. So what do I think is the best levelling gear of all time? Firstly, the gear list does not include a tabby or any other unique chest. The problem I have with a tabby is if you use a 6 link too early, you spend loads of time in town trying to fix your mana, and that really slows me down. And that's not mentioning the hidden movement speed modifier that every chest piece has. That's why I don't use any chest piece at all until I get to Act 4 and happen to drop a 4 link. If it happens to be white, then I'll use something like a fossil to craft on resistances. Okay, the first piece of levelling gear is something I will not level a new character without. These are of course the boots, which are 7 league steps. They grant us a whopping 50% movement speed boost, which is absolutely amazing. For the amulet, I pick up a Karui ward. I use this until I start to have problems with resistances, in which case I'll start swapping it out. This is normally towards the end of Act 4, beginning of Act 5. For the gloves, we pick up a lovely pair of Nocturnal Caress. As well as getting some nice defences from endurance charges, we also get frenzy charges, and they grant us 12% increased damage, attack speed and movement speed. I also tend to swap these out quite early on for resistance fixes. By now you may have noticed a pattern forming, and if you haven't, we want to move as quickly as possible. Continuing on that trend, once we get midway through Act 2, we're going to pick up a Thrill Steel. This was introduced to the game in 3.19 and gives us 100% uptime on Onslaught, even in town. That's 20% increased attack, cast and movement speed. Lastly, I want to talk about the rings, and one of them is truly outstanding. But before we get there, if you've liked this video or found it useful, then please consider firmly pressing that like button. It'll help this video spread to more people, and that will help me out an awful lot. For the first ring, we start out with a Black Heart. This gives us life regen and damage. We can switch this out for resistances as soon as we need to. The final ring is Rigwold's Crest, and we don't use this at level 20 like you're supposed to. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we use this from level 1. This gives us up to 10 invulnerable wolves, and they're of the big bad kind. They don't blow your house down, they barge through the front door and rip you limb from limb. So how do we get a ring with a level 20 requirement to work the first time we leave Lionized Watch? It turns out that the 20 requirement is only based upon the implicit roll of fire and cold resistance. So if we can somehow remove that, we're golden. We can of course change implicits with corruption. Do know that some corruptions can make the item have an even higher level requirement, whereas some remove it completely. And well, some just brick your item. The reason I have one of these is that I've been using tamper-proof on the Atlas passive tree all along, which gives all items that drop from chests a corruption. I did buy a couple of these to see how easy it was to actually corrupt them yourselves, and I got it after 5 attempts. I'm not sure if that's the standard, but that's 50 chaos. Now at the time they did sell for around a divine, so that made me quite a bit of money. Now don't get me wrong, this gear doesn't come cheap, but if you're going to be rolling a few characters, it will save you so much time, making the investment well worth it. If you are looking to build a new character but aren't sure what to play, then I can highly recommend my League Starter, video top left. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.